Alright, this video, I'm not teaching people, I'm not going to just teach anybody how to fight. But what I'm going to show in this video is a healthy way to spar, to train. A healthy way for martial artists who already spar, who already practice martial arts, a healthier way to do it, rather than what you normally see on television. Okay? As far as hitting a pole, as far as hitting a punching bag, a wooden dummy, or anything that's non-living, to me it's healthier than punching a live human being. Alright, for one, this pole, it doesn't get hurt. Alright? You can punch it as hard as you want, and the only thing that's gonna hurt is yourself if you're not trained. If you don't punch it correctly, if you're untrained, you're gonna end up hurting yourself. But if you do it correctly, if you train right, if you're experienced, then you won't get hurt. You'll actually strengthen your body, strengthen your bones, strengthen your joints, strengthen your muscles. And this pole won't get hurt. You don't have to worry about the pole going to the hospital, the pole getting a broken nose, broken teeth, or broken joints. Alright? Yeah, people say the pole doesn't hit back, punching bags don't hit back, which is correct. But, like I said, at least you're not hurting somebody. So, by punching this, to me, it's more peaceful than punching a live human being as hard as you can, just to practice or to demonstrate your skill. I see that as unnecessary, and I see that as violent. Alright? A lot of times in martial arts, you're expressing yourself. You might be angry, and you might want to just let out that anger. And through martial arts, it could be one way to do that. But you don't want to train yourself to the point, you don't want to get in the habit of hitting people to release that anger. You would rather hit something that can't break. So then you could, I guess, release that anger and not hurt anybody around you. Okay? So that's the first thing that I want people to remember, is that the difference between, the way Kung Fu training, the way that I train, opposed to a lot of combat sport, is that I want to train healthy for yourself and for the person, your training partner. Okay? I don't want the training partner to get hurt or end in the hospital. And you will a lot of times notice that you can get a lot accomplished by training with something where it's not living, and you could just hit it and not worry. Okay? So when you spar in Kung Fu, in modern Kung Fu, the thing about it is that there's a big degree of control involved. It's not like combat sport or boxing where you're constantly making contact and you have to hit something in order to better yourself. Okay? Here, I could actually hit this pole like this. Okay? Imagine if this pole was a person, and this person came into my punch and I hit him straight into the nose, just like that. There's a good chance that I could break his nose, I could break his teeth, I could hurt the person. There's a good chance. Now, when you're sparring, to me, there's no reason to break somebody's nose to know that you could have, you had an effective technique. Like, right now, now imagine if this was a person. I don't have to hit him. If he doesn't block my punch, I don't have to hit him. But I can still practice my technique like that. Just get close to him, maybe about an inch away from his nose, and still practice my speed, my form, practice my punching technique, and I would have got him if he didn't block it. I could have got him. Okay, I could have broke his nose, and he could, for him, he could use that as a learning experience and be like, I could have got hit, and he could have been like, well, next time I better block that, or I better give myself some more distance so he can't get me. So he doesn't have to break his nose. He doesn't have to have his nose broken in order to learn that he should have moved his head out of the way quicker, or if he should have moved his feet out of the way quicker, or if he should have got his hand up quicker. He doesn't have to get his nose broken to learn that. Alright? But say he's a beginner and he still keeps letting his guard down, and he keeps on allowing the punch to get through, and he's not learning. Then I don't have to hit him and break his nose to have him learn. I can slap him. You know, just tap him. Just tap him with my hand, slap him kind of on the cheeks to let him know that, hey, he would have got hit. Okay, so I could have been like this. Or slapping him on the sides of the cheeks to teach him. That slap could have broke your nose. So the whole goal for him is to not get slapped, so that his nose will not get broken if it's a real punch. So if he could get away from the slaps and not get slapped, then he will be able to not get punched. Okay? It's as simple as that. I don't have to break his nose in order to have him learn how to defend himself. As long as he learns that he has to get out the way and not allow the attack to hit him, then he will be a much better fighter. Okay? Because if I cannot slap him, if I can't slap him, then I will not be able to hit him either. Because the slap is basically a hit. I could turn this fist, I could turn this slap into something more lethal and turn it into a fist and really hurt somebody. Alright? Or I can open it up and make it more gentle. Alright? And that's what Kung Fu training is all about. Modern Kung Fu is about healthy training. I'm not hurting him too much to the point where he's going to get, possibly break some bones or whatever. But I'm still teaching. Okay? I'm still teaching him to defend himself. And I'm just lightening up the attacks. I'm still going at a high speed. Okay? But I'm just changing up the attack a little bit so that I don't have to really hurt him. I'm slapping him. I'm not punching him. Okay? And if he can get away from these slaps, then he'll be able to get away from a real punch. Then next time, I turn it into a real punch, and he's able to get away. And he's able to, then once he's able to get away from these slaps, these high-speed slaps, and I can't even slap him, I turn it into real punches, and he's still able to get away from the real punches, then that's the beauty of it. Alright? That's the type of training that I'm talking about. That's a lot more safe. Alright? So for example, with the kicks, I can actually kick him. I could break his knee if I want to. Alright? I could break his knee just like that if I wanted to. Right? Now, say I broke his knee. Now he's in crutches for 6 months with a broken knee.